Hi, everyone. We are so excited that you are taking the time to journey with us into this event. So, we have put together an event for each of you out there: parents, children, teens, grandparents, people from the community. The past 3 years had been so difficult, and we are all just marching through it. But have we really taken the time to pause and really understand not only what we have survived, but also how we move forward with all the feelings, with all the struggles, with all the stresses that life looks like at this moment? So we have now this event, Nurturing Minds, a journey to mental health. In this event, we will have the opportunity to connect as a community and understand what would it take for us to talk about the difficult topics, the topics that are uncomfortable. What would it take for us to ask that person, regardless of how they look, regardless if they're happy or they're hopeless or they're anxious or they are sad or they're excited about the future? What would it be if we can pause and ask that person, how are you doing? And we open a space for people to be vulnerable enough to talk about the topics that are challenging. Topics about suicide, topics about hopelessness, situations in where you just feel somebody that can be right next to you.
I didn't have the talk of suicide because I didn't need to. Yeah. And as I'm year 4 in after losing Lance, that should be the most important question, the most important conversation you have with your child, in my opinion. More than the puberty talk, more than the sex talk, it should be the conversation of suicide, because we are finding more and more it's those thoughts are in their head way before anything else.
Hi, my name is Tom Langhofer, and I serve as pastor of Recovery Ministries here at the church. As a person in long-term recovery from alcoholism, I'm very familiar that substance use disorder and mental health oftentimes go hand in hand, because sometimes people with mental health issues use alcohol or drugs to help cope with the pain that they're feeling. It's something we try to recognize, and it's why we have a close relationship with our counselors and therapists to help our recovery community get the professional assistance they need to recover.
So how do we reconcile faith and mental health challenges? This is a question I get every so often with congregants and friends and other people as well. You see, as a society, we tend to compartmentalize our lives by perceiving, say, for example, the mind and different from the body or the spirit as an independent faculty from the mind and our emotions. But in reality, each of these are integrated to make us whole, or what God created us to be. Our wellness, especially our mental wellness, is very much dependent on the health of all these other faculties of our mind, of our physical body, of our spiritual aspects of our relationship. This integration of all these faculties is what makes us whole. It is what gives us true mental health.
To me, mental health is a comprehensive understanding of physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Church is where we recognize the spiritual dimension of our being. In prayer, we touch our deepest emotional and spiritual selves. As a spiritual care provider, I experienced that faith plays an important role in mental health. Because in faith, we are found in this place of grace we can surrender, and comforted by knowing that we are not alone.